any animosity towards BJ Penn?
No, not at all. We did the press tour. Very friendly, very professional. I was always a big fan of his coming up in this game, and no animosity.
People say you outclassed Sean Shirk. How do you respond to that?
I don't know. I don't know what that really means, outclassed. Does it mean I out-strategically fought him? Possibly. I just feel I'm on my way up, maybe it's a good game plan.
What is your game plan going into this fight against BJ?
We really can't have a game plan against BJ. He's good at everything. So my biggest thing was just to come here and all my skills be as sharp as they can possibly be.
UFC 111, Ricardo Almeida is your training partner, also your guy who runs your camp. What are your thoughts for his fight?
I'm excited, man. First time down to 170. He looks great. He's very well-rounded right now. He could do it all. He really can. If he uses his skills, it could be an easy night for him. Not taking anything away from Matt Brown. He's very game. So, that definitely evens the playing field. But I'm looking for a good performance out of Ricardo.
You've been doing a lot of media lately. How has your life changed since the announcement that you're going for the title?
Yeah, like you said, a lot more media, a lot more attention on me a little bit, but, I just take it as it comes. I don't get caught up in the hype at all.
Watching UFC Primetime and UFC Countdown, George St. Pierre and Dan Hardy, you're going to be in one of these now. What was the experience like shooting those shows?
It was cool. I did, the Countdown. I don't think it's as extensive as the Primetime, so they followed me around for 3 days. It was cool, got to interview my family, see me at home a little bit. So I think it'd be a treat for the fans.
What keeps you grounded?
My family, my friends. I still hang out with the kids I hung out since 8th grade. So, I'm no different, man. I drove up here, dealt with the Newark traffic. I'm just a dude from Jersey.
What have you learned? Have you learned anything different, not about fighting as a fighter, but when your role as a fight analyst in all of these TV shows like Fox Fight Game and Access MMA, what have you learned about fighting by analyzing fights in that different sort of broadcast way?
Well, it's just a way to kind of take yourself out of the cage itself and kind of take a look, from a different perspective. And, you can pick fights apart a little bit differently in that aspect.
Are you gaining any weight for this fight?
I think naturally, as I'm getting a little older, I'm putting on a little more weight. I do try to eat more, so I feel like if I didn't gain size, I definitely gained some strength.
Frankie Edgar.